Before you even think about sending that next text, stop. Take a breath, because what I'm about to share will change everything you thought you knew about connection, attraction, and being truly irresistible. Most guys make the same mistake. They overthink, they chase, they text like everyone else. But what if I told you there's a way to text that makes her think about you, smile at her phone, and secretly wish you were there? This isn't about games. It's about understanding her mind, touching her emotions, and creating moments that linger long after the chat ends. Watch closely, because every word matters. By the time you finish this video, you'll never text the same way again. Comment below your location where you're watching from, and don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing insights. If you want, I can also create 3-4 alternative suspense hooks in the same style that can be rotated for higher engagement. It'll feel like a viral YouTube starter for your channel. Confidence. It's not just a word. It's a presence, a subtle energy that speaks louder than any carefully crafted text. When it comes to texting girls, confidence isn't about arrogance or showing off. It's about being grounded in who you are and expressing that without hesitation. Think about it. How often do you notice someone who seems comfortable in their own skin? They don't scramble for validation. They don't over-explain themselves. That same energy can translate into your texts. Even without a voice or body language, a confident text has the power to create intrigue, to draw someone in, to make her pause and wonder. Now, confidence in texting starts with clarity. Vagueness breeds insecurity. Overly complicated messages, multiple questions, or constant apologies signal doubt. Instead, keep your words intentional. Every message should serve a purpose, whether it's to spark curiosity, make her laugh, or convey genuine interest. When you write with clarity, you show that your attention is focused, that your time is valuable, and that you operate from a place of self-respect. That is magnetic. Equally important is emotional control. The temptation to rush a reply, to overanalyze every word, is strong, but impatience erodes confidence faster than any poorly chosen phrase. Take your time, pause. Reflect on what you want to convey. The pause itself communicates value. It tells her that you are present, deliberate, and intentional. And here's the paradox. The more you relax into the process, the more engaging your messages become. You're no longer chasing, you're inviting. Confidence also shows in your tone. Playfulness, light teasing, or bold statements can all communicate assurance, but subtlety is key. A confident text is never desperate, never pleading. It's measured yet intriguing. It hints at your personality without revealing everything at once. Think of it like a dance you lead, she follows, and the rhythm keeps both of you invested. By showing confidence in your text, you shift from being just another person on her phone to someone she actively wants to engage with. Finally, remember that confidence is cultivated, not performed. It comes from understanding yourself, valuing your time, and recognizing that your worth isn't dependent on her reply. When you operate from this place, your texts naturally carry authority and magnetism. She will sense it, she will respond to it, and you will stand out not because you use some trick, but because you express the truth of who you are with clarity and courage. So before you type that next message, ask yourself, am I texting from a place of confidence or from a place of doubt? Because the difference will determine not just how she responds, but how you carry yourself through every connection you ever make. Own your words, own your energy, and watch the effect it has. Subtle, powerful, undeniable. Timing. It's one of the most underestimated aspects of texting, yet it holds the power to make or break the connection. Many people think it's all about what you say, but when you say it matters just as much. Human psychology responds to rhythm, to pacing, to anticipation. Sending messages too quickly can communicate neediness, a subtle desperation that repels rather than attracts. On the other hand, waiting too long can make her feel neglected or disconnected. The balance is delicate, but once you understand it, you step into a rhythm that keeps her engaged, curious, and invested. Strategic timing is not about playing games, it's about creating a natural flow. Observe how she communicates. Does she reply in bursts or with long, thoughtful messages? Mirror that rhythm. This alignment subtly signals empathy and understanding, showing that you are attuned to her energy without being overbearing. When you respond deliberately with intention and care, each text gains weight. It becomes more than words. It becomes an experience, a moment she looks forward to. Anticipation is another powerful element. The pauses between messages are not empty spaces, they are opportunities. They create curiosity, a sense of suspense that draws her in. When you text too frequently or reply immediately every time, the conversation loses its tension, its spark. But when you take a moment, she begins to wonder, what will he say next? That tiny pause transforms ordinary communication into something magnetic. You are no longer chasing her attention, you are holding it effortlessly. Equally important is the awareness of context. Life happens outside the screen, and timing acknowledges that reality. Respect her space, her day, her energy. Text sent at thoughtful moments rather than impulsively. Communicate respect and intelligence. It demonstrates that you are not just a presence on her phone, but a considerate force in her life. This level of awareness strengthens emotional connection and reinforces your value without having to say it outright. Finally, mastering timing requires patience and self-control. The temptation to overmessage, to fill silences, is strong. But discipline in texting signals maturity, emotional intelligence, and self-assurance. You communicate without needing to prove anything. You become a presence she seeks, not because you're everywhere, but because you are deliberate. The energy shifts from one of pursuit to one of invitation, from anxiety to curiosity, from ordinary to unforgettable. So before you hit send, pause and reflect. Are you responding from impulse or are you engaging with intention? Every text is an opportunity to create intrigue, to hold attention, and to build connection. Master the timing and you master the rhythm of attraction itself. Remember, it's not just what you say, it's when you say it. And that awareness can transform every interaction into something meaningful, memorable, and magnetic. Connection isn't built on words alone, it's built on emotion. Humor, teasing, and genuine interest are not just tools, they are bridges that allow someone to step closer to you emotionally, even through a screen. When you master this balance in your texts, every message becomes more than a series of letters, it becomes an experience, a moment she remembers. Most guys either overdo the humor, turning it into a performance, or they stay too serious, failing to spark curiosity. The key is subtlety. A playful remark or a light tease shows confidence, intelligence, and an awareness of the dance of human interaction. It's not manipulation, it's an invitation to engage, to share, and to feel. Teasing, when done thoughtfully, is one of the most powerful ways to create intrigue. It signals that you are attentive, that you notice details about her, and that you can create a safe space where playful banter exists. For example, if she shares a small frustration about her day, a gentle, humorous comment can turn a mundane moment into a memorable exchange. The brain remembers emotion more than information, and laughter or curiosity triggers a connection that lasts beyond the conversation. This is how chemistry begins to form even before a face-to-face meeting. But teasing alone is not enough. It must be balanced with genuine curiosity and interest. Asking thoughtful questions, remembering small details, and responding with care demonstrates that you value her mind and her experience, not just her attention. This combination of playfulness and sincere engagement communicates depth and maturity. She feels seen, understood, and appreciated. In a world where most conversations are superficial, this approach stands out. You are no longer just a name in her chat history. You are someone who leaves an impression, who sparks reflection, who inspires anticipation. Emojis, tone, and timing also play subtle yet crucial roles. They allow you to add texture to your words, to hint at emotion, and to convey personality that text alone often struggles to capture. A well-placed wink or smirk can amplify humor, while a thoughtful pause can heighten anticipation. Every detail, no matter how small, contributes to the emotional rhythm you create, and she senses it, even subconsciously. This is where text stops being mundane and starts feeling magnetic. Ultimately, mastering humor, teasing, and genuine interest is about creating an emotional resonance that draws her in naturally. It is about making every interaction memorable without forcing it, about leaving her thinking about you long after the chat ends. The power lies not in gimmicks or rehearsed lines, but in authenticity paired with awareness. When you text this way, you are not just communicating, you are crafting moments, building tension, and fostering a connection that feels effortless yet deeply compelling. So, as you craft your next message, ask yourself, am I creating emotion, curiosity, and engagement, or am I just filling space? Because the difference is everything. When humor, subtle teasing, and genuine interest come together, your texts stop being ordinary, they become unforgettable. And that is the power of connection in its purest form.